So now we're going to turn to something that Charlene Lajewski was talking about before, and that's member recruitment and retention, and what you can do to help get us some new members. So Charlene Wells, Charisse Wells is Vice President of Corning Place Communications, and she is our communications consultant for RPEA. She does a fabulous job. She knows everything about social media, Facebook, and how to take actions to increase membership. So, Charisse, turn it over to you.
Thank you very much. Everyone hear me okay? Perfect. Good morning. Before I get started, I just want to address just some technicalities. We are live streaming, so hello everyone at home. Thank you for your flexibility working with us with the live stream. We do understand the audio could be higher. Please turn your volume up all the way. We are at the mercy of the Wi-Fi at the Hilton here, but I just want to reassure everyone who is watching at home, we are also recording this with our video camera. We will make the entire presentations that you'll see today, as well as the entire meeting. It will be made available after the meeting today on the website and on RPA's YouTube. So we'll be sure to share that out with everybody. Please keep a lookout for that. And thank you again for tuning in online. So thank you, Diana. Again, my name is Charisse Wells with Corning Place Communications. I'm here with a couple of our team members today. My team member, Dan, helped us set up today. Nicole is here behind the camera. We also have Melissa in the back of the room who's been taking photos. So I just want to give them a shout out. It is a team effort. So thank you all for being here today. All right, so getting into membership recruitment, I'm going to talk a little bit about digital marketing that we have underway to help get new members to join our PEA. We're going to talk a little bit about social media, recruiting members, and then some other resources and tools that are available for everyone to utilize to help us build membership. Because really, at the end of the day, it is power in numbers, and our PEA's greatest value is the advocacy that takes place in Albany and in those district offices on your behalf to protect your earned benefits. And the more that we can get our membership to grow and our members to become active in joining us in this effort, the more successful we will be. So let's jump into it. First, when we're talking about our marketing efforts, these are advertisements that you might see on Facebook, through Google. When you are on Facebook, if you see one of RPA's ads, it's going to say sponsored at the top. That's how you'll know the difference. Do's and don'ts. We would love for you to comment on the ads, share the ads with your network on social media, like the posts. That's the domino effect that we want to see, because when you're sharing and commenting and liking on our posts, your network is going to see what we're sharing on RPA's page, and that's going to get us in front of more potential members so we can continue growing our membership. What we want you to avoid is actually clicking on those ads, because we are a paid per click through digital ads. That's how they work. So if you like the posts, you share them, you comment, great. Just avoid clicking through to the website, because you're already members. So you already know what the value is, and you already know you've been to the website. So feel free to share and comment. I just wanted to share an example here on the screen too. Joanne is the Long Island chapter chair. She's here in the back. We introduced her earlier. Just an example. She does a great job commenting on what we share on Facebook. We're also on LinkedIn. But here's an example from Facebook. And also you can see there too, the New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees. They're very active on social media as well. We've partnered with them on all the efforts going on in New York City. Most recently, the rally where we partnered this spring, and we joined forces to try to get that bill moving. But here's just an example, right? Take a few minutes, go on RPA's Facebook, like, comment, share the posts. Quick overview of how we're doing on social media. We continue to grow our following. Facebook, we have more than 3,000 followers. LinkedIn, nearly 4,000. That number continues to increase. Twitter, which is now X. We took a break from that just because of the new leadership at the company. We're focusing our efforts on LinkedIn and Facebook, because that's really where our potential members and our current members are. So please follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn. We have video testimonials running as part of our advertising efforts. Here's an example here on the screen. So this is what it might look like when you see RPA's ads. So again, like, share, comment, the more, the merrier. Also on social media, we at Corning Place are working to get what we call earned media, so stories placed in newspapers, on television, specifically around our advocacy efforts. So really that January to June timeframe during the legislative session is when we are the most active trying to talk about RPA's priorities and help move the needle in advocating on your behalf. An example, in January of this year, we had a letter to the editor that ran in Newsday. So what did we do? We shared that on Facebook. We shared it on LinkedIn. We posted it to the website. It all comes back to this layering effect and using all of these communications vehicles to share our message to get in front of more people. And when we, as in everyone in this room and everyone at home, like the posts, we share the post, we comment on the post. If you remember the slide before, we have about 3,000 followers on Facebook right now. This one post reached over 3,000 people. Just one post. That's just as many followers as we have. That's a perfect example of this domino effect that we're trying to achieve when we're taking a few minutes a day or even a few minutes a week. Check out RPA's page. What's going on? Let's like, let's comment, let's share the news of the day on RPA's page. And if everyone wants to take a moment to take your phone out, your tablet, and just walk through this, or again, we're going to share this after the meeting today, so you'll see how to make sure that you have liked and followed our page. When you go to RPA's Facebook page, you're going to see this little like button. Obviously, this example says we've already liked it because this is my Facebook login. I have logged in and I like and have followed RPA's page. So you're going to click on the like right there. Most importantly, I'm going to use a little laser here. Over in the right-hand side of the page, there's 3 little dots. We want you to click on this and make sure that you are following the page. That ensures that you'll see all of our news in your news feed every day. And then this is how all of you can immediately take action to help us continue to build our membership and our following. It's super easy to do. Same 3 little dots on the page. You're going to invite your friends to follow our page. And this is how easy it is. You click on that. It's going to show this pop-up, and you can either select all your friends, which I just did this weekend, actually. I'm a former MC, actually. Previously worked for the state, so I have a pretty decent network of folks who are recently retired and are still working for the state now. So I selected all my friends, invited them to like the page, or you can go through one by one and check off the boxes near folks who are your friends, and then this will light up blue down at the bottom of the box, and you send those invites. It's as easy as that. Invite your whole network to follow RPA's Facebook page. Facebook groups were mentioned earlier. Some of our chapters are starting to establish a Facebook group. Raise your hand if you are active on Facebook and are a part of maybe your town's local group, or like updates from, I live in Rensselaer County, so I'm part of the news and updates from North Greenbush. Does anyone participate in any Facebook groups, networks? We've got a couple over here, some more in the back. Yeah. So this is a great way to get involved with your local chapter. We have 2 chapters who have Facebook groups so far, and other chapters, we actually discussed this yesterday, we're going to start creating more Facebook groups, because the benefit of the groups is it encourages discussion. So there's the ability to ask questions. You can share files. You can share documents through Facebook groups, as opposed to just a little bit easier to interact than an actual page. So hopefully we'll have some more updates on that, the individual chapters, establishing those in the coming weeks and months. And I don't want to forget about RPA's website. We were active in updating this. We revamped it about, I think it's been 5 years now. And the website is a great resource. It's super easy to use. And one of the most important pages, I would say, is under the About Us. You'll see it'll drop down and there's a testimonials page. There are some great videos featuring some board members, some RPA members from across the state, talking about the value of membership. We include these videos in our online advertisements, trying to increase our membership, but it's easy to just share this link and text it or email it to folks who you think might be interested in joining our PEA. They can get a quick overview of the value of membership with our PEA. And I also want to highlight too, on the website over under the news tab, the latest news post will be right on the homepage, but if you want to see everything that's been going on recently, check out the news tab. There's a lot going on, and it's going to be shared right under there. We talked about earned media a little bit already. This is just a quick synopsis of some of the earned media placements that we were able to secure this year. Most of it, again, does take place during the legislative session, but we were able to get our executive director on the Capitol Press Room, which is one of the most listened to programs by legislators, their staff, the governor's office, and the administration and their staff. We try to get on that every single year. We had some coverage in the Syracuse Post-Standard, Politico, Cranes, the Johnson papers, Newsday down on Long Island, Spectrum statewide. And these are just a couple of examples from this year. And again, as we get closer to session, we'll be working with the team and our partners who are the lobbying team to identify the priorities and continue to talk about those in the press. So local community relations. Here are just a couple of ideas of how you can get involved. We heard some great examples earlier from Charlene. A couple of other examples here. An obvious one, right? Getting involved in your local chapter, attending events. You can request brochures from RPA's office so that you have those on hand. You can have the applications with you on hand. I like to keep them in the car because then they're always accessible. You always have them nearby. And I would say one of the most important things is when you're getting involved in chapter events, or if you join even a virtual town hall and you can take a screenshot or a photo of the virtual town hall that you participated in, share those photos on your social media pages. Let your network know, hey, I was involved in this. This is what we heard. These were the updates. You should get involved in the next event or the next happening with RPEA. And if you're not a member, join. Photos are really, really powerful. If you don't work in communications like myself and our team, it's not the first thing you think of, but the more that we talk about it and get used to just taking our phone out, taking a couple photos and sharing what RPA is doing, the better we will be. And here's another tip that's fairly easy, and we talked about this with the chapter chairs yesterday, and I would encourage individual members too. I don't know how you sign off on your email, but it's very easy to do if you want to adjust your email signature and just include in there, I'm a member of the Retired Public Employees Association, and a link to the website. It's one more way that you can get RPA in front of your network and folks that you're interacting with on a daily basis. And I ran through that a little fast to try and get us back on schedule, but if you have any questions, I'm open to them, and I will also be here for the rest of the afternoon too, so feel free to grab me.
Thank you. Thank you. Questions for Charisse about anything having to do with media, social media?
Yeah.
Yes, Charlene.
On the signature where it said click here, if I write rpea.org, it will come up in blue, and I write click here, or what?
That's totally up to you. That's personal, how you want it to look. You can just do the URL, www.rpa.org. That works. And I will say, depending on the email service that you use, you may have to add, like hyperlink the text itself, or it might hyperlink itself. It depends if you use Outlook or Gmail or Yahoo. They're all a little bit different. But if you give it a shot and you have any questions on it, feel free to reach me, and anyone else in the room too. My email is up on the screen. If you have any issues, shoot me an email. I'd be happy to help walk you through that.
Anyone else? Yes, over here. Oh, and over there.
Daddy.
I'm sorry.
Dad. Yeah, I tried it, and it comes up as GoDaddy. RPEA is not first name.
Are you doing .org?
It's
.org, not
.org. Yep.
Yeah, not .com. It's .org.
Oh, we'll take a look at that right after the presentation. We'll take a look at that for you. Yeah, thank you.
There was a
Any
question
other
over here
questions?
too.
I'm in heels. Sorry, give me a moment.
Don't hurt yourself. Do you really think it's smart to, quote unquote, to use your words, take a break from one of the largest social media platforms out there and alienate all of the followers that are available there, and risk having someone like me who has a lot of time on their hands and speaks to a lot of people, both in the online world and in the real world, go out and run down Corning Place Communications and tangentially splash that mud, because you have to tell them why you're telling them things, why RPEA is going to be splashed with the same mud. Do you think that's a smart idea?
I can answer that because it was our decision. When now X was Twitter, we had no problem. We had an active account. People participated. When Elon Musk took over Twitter and renamed it X, he also once again allowed something that had been not allowed. He allowed anyone to post anything, no matter whether it was discriminatory, no matter whether it was racist, no matter whether it was projected at one group or another. And some of what information that is now being posted on X is demeaning or insulting to our members. And that was the reason why we decided to place our account on hold, because if anybody can post anything, and we respect our members, we respect you, and we don't want to be associated with a social media organization that's going to print or allow hateful things that are going to upset our members. And that's the reason why we decided we would post our account.
Speak.
Yes, it's
ED, and it's also known as censorship. Just to be clear, those are the two words. Okay?
we're not saying that anybody can't post on X anything they want. That's Elon Musk's policy. He allows anybody to post anything. But we made the decision that what is being posted is insulting to our members, is demeaning to our members, and we decided to pause it. Any of our members, individually, personally, you can go on X if you want to. You can have your own account on X if you want to. We have no control over that, nor would we prevent you from doing so. This was an organization decision.
They've been free to trust all of the other addiction.
I'll have about a 5-hour conversation with you about free speech at some point.
Any other questions before we move on? Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thanks, Cherise.